welcome. Episode 18, Twins Talk MMA.
This Julie can't be 18.
Do you know what I think of when I say 18? Do you remember Soccer AM back in the day?
Kind of.
And they were like, they just invited girls on. And they were like, oh, how old are you?
Great
18.
age.
Great
Yeah.
age. Just a bunch of 30, 40-year-old men shouting great age at 18. You wouldn't get that nowadays, would you?
Nah.
Yeah, 18. Apologies last week. Wasn't here.
Yeah, you were in Barcelona getting engaged.
Yeah,
Congratulations again.
thank you.
How did it go?
It was alright. It was alright. It was a bit of a struggle getting her there. Because the beach is like 2 hours long walk. And she told us the location of where on the beach, like on the day. So it was at this really grimy part of Barcelona.
Because you showed me the video where you and your girlfriend were walking up to it, and obviously you had your eyes closed, so you didn't want to spoil it. How far did you walk with her eyes
45 minutes.
closed?
And that was literally like, we went down this thing and it was literally around the corner.
Alright, okay.
So that was literally like 5-10 seconds. But yeah, because originally I said it was a picnic. And I
Yeah.
was thinking, well, I can't say it's a picnic because there's no food. And it's at 9 o'clock. So we've got to eat something before. But you can't book a restaurant because we need to fucking get there for 9. So to eat at this grimy little place nearby. And so just, yeah, wasn't a good experience beforehand. She was fuming. I got to dress really nice. I said I planned this picnic, and now at this awful little restaurant on the side of a beach.
What? She was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Where
I
you
was
pitting?
scrambling. I was scrambling on maps trying to find some food, but I had to have it very close by, and it was yeah. And then we left a drink. I said we gotta
Yeah.
go. She said, oh, I still got a drink. Oh, gotta go. But all good.
How nervous were you?
Not for the actual thing, just carrying it around
Mm.
and that and getting on time, but I wasn't for the actual thing, no.
Because I know you're having like some issues building up to it because the people who were like arranged it for you weren't like messing back.
Yeah, like I messaged her on the Monday before, 7 days before, and then she got back on the Friday. I was like, is this thing still happening?
Did you have a plan B started?
No, I'm so glad, yeah, because plan A would have been a lot better than plan B.
Yeah.
But all good. Well, I did realise though, I heard more Americans than I'd heard Spanish people.
Already?
So many Americans. I was in Thara, and I thought these people weren't real. But there was a group of 3 people behind me, and I heard one of them go like, "Oh my God, Lucas doesn't have 100 followers on Instagram." And I thought these people didn't exist, but they did. I saw it with my own eyes, my own ears.
I don't, because I know Barcelona's it's a popular spot, but
Hmm.
I don't think it
So
was
many
that bad.
Americans. I
Yeah.
thought poor Lucas. Lucas doesn't have 100 followers, so he can't be in their group. But, like proper like LA-ish accent they had.
Yeah.
No, it was fun.
How was Barcelona itself?
A lot of walking. I saw the sights. It's just like any city, really.
I sound happy about it.
No, it's just like any city. It's got buildings and that. It's got a bit of sun. I'm not much of a touristy guy. Like
Yeah.
the buildings are alright and that, but just
And how did you get on speaking?
very good. Very good. Well, sometimes they just spoke in English back because they knew I wasn't Spanish. But
And then did you just continue speaking Spanish? Like, no, listen,
sometimes I
my
bottled it.
Spanish.
Sometimes I went straight for English.
Yeah.
But then, nah, sometimes I continued with Spanish. But no, it was very good. Speaking was good.
Nice.
I mean, sometimes they did come up in Catalan, which is more Italian than Spanish.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was all good.
Do they speak mostly Catalan in Barcelona?
Well, it's Catalan first. but
Yeah,
everyone speaks Spanish.
yeah.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it.
Good. Well,
Yeah. Was your week alright?
yeah. Yeah,
Just chilling.
chill. Yeah, chill as week. Had a
Yeah.
good weekend.
Oh, good. But we
So
had a
yeah,
fucking awful weekend, didn't we?
I had a very good weekend.
Well, we had a very good Friday, Saturday, Sunday was awful.
And why
Say again?
and why is that?
Because the man that was supposed to win the title, the man that was got robbed from his dream of becoming lightweight champion of the world.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think I'm ready to talk about it, to be honest.
it was all building up for Poirier to finally get that belt. It was the stars were aligning, but just Makachev was just too good.
I f-
But to be fair, Poirier did a lot better than I thought he did. Like
mm,
I know I picked Poirier, like in my picks and stuff like that, but that was more just saying it out into the universe and hoping it would happen. Obviously, the favourite was Makachev. And he showed that in the fight. I did believe you could argue Makachev won every round.
not the
While we
fourth.
were, yeah, I think probably the fault. Like we could argue, like when I was watching it, I was like, because I was wanting Poirier to win. I was like, well, he could have got the second, could have got the fourth.
Yeah,
Judges
first
have been,
round, he was on top.
huh?
Poirier was on top first round. He did have his back taken, but he was on top. So you
I
could
don't
have
think
given him
that
the
counts as, I
first.
don't think that counts as being on top, Carl.
That's how I was judging it.
Because the judges were crazy all night, and we'll get to that about but with the cut on Islam, like Islam was definitely winning, and Islam was winning in the strike.
Mm.
Islam was beating him in the striking. There's no other way about it. Poirier did land a lot of good shots, but Islam was beating him on the feet and then definitely on the ground. Poirier did a lot better than I thought he would, especially and defending on the ground. Like Islam had the Kimura in round one, and I thought, oh, it's over. Two
Yeah.
minutes in, I generally thought that was going to be over, but he slipped out of that. It's a lot better. Islam was better on the feet than I thought it was. I knew Islam was good,
Mm.
but Islam beat Poirier on the feet, and
But he's the
that's
threat of the
not what I was
takedown.
expecting. Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I know it's the threat of the takedown, but Islam still is very good on the feet. Like it's striking. It shouldn't be underrated now. Everyone should know how good it is on the feet.
Mm.
But yeah, just late as the fight got later and later, Islam had the big cut, started looking a bit tired. Poirier was getting more amped up,
It
and
was
it was like,
Rocky. It was literally Rocky-esque. He was shouting at him. He was like, "Let's go, let's fight."
yeah,
Like, and it was building round after round. The fourth round, it was building and building, and the fifth round, you're thinking, "This is it. Islam can't take him down anymore. He's defending everyone. Like Poirier can do it in the fifth round, and then fucking gets swept."
that leg was beautiful. I remember watching it. I was like, oh, that was beautiful, for fuck's sake. But it was beautiful, and then
Mm.
quickly cinched in the das.
Yeah, he waited for him to strike as well. I obviously didn't notice it at the time, but I saw it afterwards. Like he was waiting, and then as soon as Poirier was thrown, then he did it.
Like Poirier was defending the single leg attempts like the whole fight. He was defending them very, very well. But that big pop, pop, and then
Yeah.
cinched in the dart and Poirier. He did end up going out. He did tap just before he went out, but he did go to sleep. Um, but I think that could have gone. Obviously, could have gone better. Could have got the win.
Mm.
Could have went distance. Even if he won that fifth round, seen on the scorecard afterwards, Islam would have still ended up winning, which I still believe is the rightful winner. But
Mm.
like Poirier was lucky to get this title fight. Obviously, you know, things, multiple things have to
Cash.
happen. It's true, multiple things have to happen. Armin said no. Gaethje got knocked out. Charles lost,
Yeah,
like
but
multiple things had to happen. He beat Benoit, and like multiple things had to happen for him to get that title shot. And if Armin said yes, Poirier wouldn't like. It's not necessarily he would have been next.
yeah, I know what you mean.
So stars were allowed for him to get this title shot. It was his last shot, and I thought he put up a great performance, and he should be proud of himself. Like he's arguably up there with one of the best to ever do it, to not win the undisputed title.
I think he's probably the best.
Yeah, like there's people like Gustafsson. I think Gustafsson's definitely up there. He's had two close fights with John Jones and Coleman, two of the best to ever do it. And you
Yeah,
could argue Gustafsson won either of those fights. Like everyone talks about Gustafsson Jones. Watch Gustafsson Cormier. That was a very close fight as well. 5 round war.
yeah. The Gustin's definitely up there, but I think the longevity of Poirier is up there as well.
Yeah, like
And
it's
he's beating
like
a champion, different weight, but he has beaten an undisputed
yeah,
champion.
I give like because he is an interim champion, but he beat Holloway when Holloway was a multiple time champion.
Yeah,
Holloway defended it a few times, and I know he's featherweight going up, but it's £10. Like he's still beat a multiple world champion to get that interim.
yeah.
It's like I don't want to throw any shade on like a Nico Montana, but she's a UFC champion and Poirier isn't. It's not, but they're not on. It's not the same level. Poirier, like he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. He deserves to be up there.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, the fight. Yeah, I really thought he was going to do it as the rounds were going on. But it's the same. It's the same story with every fight versus Islam or Khabib. You're thinking if he just did a bit more with the because I felt like he wasn't throwing enough. He wasn't taking enough risks. But obviously the risk is you get taken down. So it's the same story with every fight with Islam and Khabib. After watching it, you're thinking, oh well, there. You could have struck more there. You could have, thrown more combos. But it's going to be very hard to beat Islam
Yeah.
because you
I am
don't want to
really
get
looking.
taken down. So you don't want to, be overconfident with your striking. So you sort of shell up a little bit. But then Islam's striking's so good where he can fuck you up there as well.
Yeah,
And
I'll
he's
get.
fucking big.
Yeah, and I'll get on to next opponent for Islam and next matchups. To go to one of them. But do you think Islam has surpassed Khabib, or do you think he's still needs to do more? Like comparing them, it's easy to say like the exact same fighter, but they're
I
not.
think the records
Khabib
are
was a
very, very similar. Like,
Khabib, yeah,
let's
yeah,
say
but
fuck it,
Khabib
just
was
it's yeah,
no, they've only got Poirier in common.
yeah,
But Khabib was a lot more dominant. Didn't really fight on the feet. He just pressured,
mm,
took you down. Didn't take a lot of damage. Was a lot more dominant. Whereas he's a Islam's a lot better than Khabib on the feet. He does seem to take more risks, and he does seem to, I would say, struggle more, but against his Volk Poirier, like he was very dominant and slower. So I'd like to see him against like an Arman and things like that.
mm. I think Islam can be beaten more than Khabib that we've seen. We didn't really
Yeah,
see Khabib ever really get close to getting beaten. The odd time,
no,
the guillotine of Poirier, the overhand, which was it?
Michael
I think
Johnson.
Michael Johnson, yeah. But I think with Islam, we've seen him. I think it was a draw against Volk. Um, Poirier was in trouble, so I think Islam can be beaten.
And I
Arman,
think,
I don't think so, but I can see.
yeah, I disagree. I think Arman's got a very good chance. I wouldn't say like I pick Arman, but that's a very close fight.
How could he win though?
Well, Arman's good on the feet. I do give that edge to Islam. Yeah, I would give that edge to Islam. Arman.
I'd give the grappling to Islam as well. Like Arman
Yeah.
has lost to the Gamrot. It's not like Arman's this unbelievable fighter that we haven't
No,
seen
he has
get
gotten a lot
beaten.
better since that Gamrot fight. And that Gamrot fight was close. Like, it was back and forth, and they were both just insane in that fight. But I think Arman is going to be tough to take down for Islam,
Hmm.
and he's so. And even when Islam gets out, Arman's very good at scrambling. Uh, like he's got the knockout against Benil, that throwing that knee. He does throw like some wild shit as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he is going to be a
That
problem.
fucking axe
I'm not
kick.
saying he beats Islam. I would, when that fight happens, I would pick Islam to win. Like I would
Hmm.
lean towards Islam, but it's a very close fight.
Yeah, I'll be quite
I think
confident in Islam, I'd say.
I think that's Islam's toughest fight in the division. But
You
to be honest,
think?
there isn't anyone else. When you look at that division, like if you look at like out of the top 10, I think it's only like Gamrot and Sarukian coming off a win, and Gamrot is not up there at the top of the winner. So when Islam gets past Sarukian, I know he was calling up for 170 now. I do think it should be Islam and Sarukian now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And
Because there
probably in
isn't space.
October.
Yeah, yeah. Because there
That'll
isn't
be.
space for 170 at the moment from like Edward Bilal, and then you've got Shavkat coming up, Jack Della. He is injured at the moment.
I was thinking this. There isn't a load at 170 than you think. Like Shavkat and Jack Della are fighting.
Well, not at the moment. Jack Della's he broke his arm and he was getting surgery, and then it's been
I
all
thought that fight was
infected.
booked.
No, they were thinking about doing that for the card in Australia, the pay-per-view, but Jack
Hmm.
Dilla broke his arm last fight, and he's been having a problem after getting surgery, like it's been infected, and
Yeah, yeah.
if you're not seeing pictures of it, it looks awful. So,
I mean,
they're
there's
not
them
gonna,
two, and then there's if MVP and Ian Gary.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I'm looking at the division now,
I
yeah,
think
there isn't
there's
anyone
only
really.
them. There's only them two or three.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
either
think
MVP, Gary, or Jafkat. I don't
yeah, I
see
think
Jack Dilla
Islam's done
fighting too
enough
soon.
to warrant a move up after 170 after he beats Arman.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think
But
it'll
the
be comfortable for Leon. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I do pick Liam in that fight as well. I
The
think
thing about
Leon's
Leon though,
good enough to defend the takedown, and
he is not very aggressive. So, I mean, he could be. I don't know. It seems like you can get him against the cage, Leon. You just seem to accept that space.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'd definitely pick Leon in that fight. But yeah, I think Armin next, and then Poirier. There's fights for him, but I could see. Well, I said before, I think this will be his last fight, win or lose, and I think he's probably will be have his last fight. There might be
I
a
keep
thing
going
where he
back.
doesn't want to end on a loss, but there isn't a lot of fights for him. There's the Gaethje, obviously. I'd like
I
to see
mean,
Gaethje. That's 1-1. They're both coming off a loss.
there is a lot of fights for him.
You think?
Well, there's the trilogy of Gage.
Mm.
You could put him in against Max Holloway trilogy.
I said that. I've seen that loads, but he's 2-0.
Yeah, but still, it's
It's a
Poirier,
fun
Max,
fight, but it
BMF.
doesn't give much for
You
Poirier. I
know,
don't think.
Volk called him out.
I wanted to bring that up. Fucking Volk and Usman.
Yeah, this
Leave
one was a good
leave
one.
the kid alone. He's just lost. And then not
Yeah,
even
but
24 hours later, Volk's calling them out. And then why is Usman calling them out?
um, why not? He's one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
He's just been wrestle fucked by Islam. He said like he's not going to move it to 170. Do you think he's going to go? Oh yeah, I'll fight Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. But he's the biggest star in the UFC. In terms of him fighting again, I could see it. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but
Hmm.
he could have like, you know, by the end of the year, he could be like, "Ah, I miss it. I want to fight again."
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he just loves it. You can tell he just loves it. Like I could see him having a lot of time off and just be like, "Yeah, let's just have one more." Because when he comes back, it's still a lot of money
hmm.
to earn on the table. I know he said he doesn't care about that anymore. He's set for life, but there's big fights for him. Like Conor could beat Chandler, and that's a huge fight. Quadrilogy. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Um,
They
we'll get
fought
to.
How many times have they fought? I fucking lose
3.
count. Yeah, 3. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get to that now, actually. Unless you've got more to say on the Poirier Islam fight.
No. Very gutting. Very sad, but we get through it. We get through it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
support each other. We get through it. Yeah. Yeah. Connor Chandler.
Obviously,
What
the
the,
press conference has been called off.
I've seen
Now
little
people are,
things like ESPN have not doing something. There's this. There's that.
yeah,
Connor's
people are talking about this
posted like
fight
something
still on.
about God with this picture of his family. And like, who knows?
Yeah, yeah. There's people like even debating will the fight even still go on. I'm hoping it's nothing like too serious. Like it could just be like it could be a like a family matter. It could be a serious family matter. So hopefully everything's
Mm.
all right. But there's been debating that the fight's going on. I think it still will. McGregor's got like that code. Like if he signs up for a fight, he's fighting.
Yeah, the Poirier fight. He shouldn't have had that fight
But he still does. Like
after watching the documentary.
the fight against Mendes blew his knee, and even Aldo pulled out.
Mm.
Took that. Nathaniel's pulled out. Diaz. Like when he signs to fight on the dotted line, he turns up to fight. Um,
Especially it's already done
but
20 million and get
but yeah, that's what I mean. The fight
people
needs
have
to
already
go
spent
on,
thousands. The nosebleeds are fucking 1,000.
but the fight needs to happen because you can't replace it with anything else. Like you could like there was what could you do? You could put Holloway Chandler for BMF or do you know what I mean? If McGregor
Yeah,
actually does pull out, if he's generally just injured and can't fight,
yeah.
you've just ordered 20 million gate. What can you do? The card's not
Kevin
great.
Holland,
The card's not great. There's 2 good fights. But apart from that, none of them are main event worthy.
Bueno Silva.
Like you could do, what Sean O'Malley Marab so quickly.
Yeah, you can't.
It's 4 weeks away.
Yeah,
You can't.
less. Yeah, it's 20. Yeah, 29,
Yeah,
25 days. Yeah,
that's 4 weeks. Like you can't.
3 weeks on Saturday.
So I'm hoping it's just a little thing and the
Oh,
fight's still
Where's
on.
Masvidal Diaz?
I
Was
don't.
that tomorrow or Thursday?
Uh,
That's mad. That's literally in a day or two's
I've
time.
heard not. I've heard nothing about it. I've
Yeah,
seen
you wouldn't even
nothing.
know what's going on.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that fight's still happening because fucking we've had a 2 year build up for it.
Actually, it doesn't happen. How bad do you feel for Chandler?
But Chandler
Like he was,
fight?
he was about to fly to Dublin as well. It was only Sunday night that he got called off. I think he was like just about to go to the airport.
Yeah, that's the thing that's weird. It is like, what, maximum 20, 30 minute drive for Connor. It's not like it's a scheduling issue. It's not like,
No, that's what I mean. It's weird because we haven't heard from it, but hopefully it's all good. I was looking forward to that press conference as well. It would be fun. Had like 10,000 people in attendance, which is mad for a press conference. 10,000
yeah.
people fills out an arena for a press conference.
Mm.
Um, I think they'll just do a press conference just before the fight on the fight week Thursday.
Yeah,
But
because you can't really fly out Chandler 2 weeks before, can you, really?
yeah, it's gonna. I think he still would because that's a big opportunity for him, and he would like revel in that.
Mm.
He would go on there, be the bad guy, and yeah, he would revel in that opportunity.
Get some Ric Flair promos like he loves to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Carry on with the fights. Coleman, Strickland, Costa. Everyone was saying it was a boring fight. It wasn't like a great fight, but I still
Mm.
enjoyed it.
It
Um,
was just like a hamster on a wheel. That's how I describe that fight.
right.
The first round to the fifth round looked very, very similar. It was just the same thing. Fake teep, fake teep, fake teep, jab, fake teep, right hand. It was very, it's like just Costa just couldn't stop the rhythm of him. It was
Yeah, he
just,
was.
it's a Mike Myers. Yeah, Mike Myers, but instead of just walking with a knife, he's walking fake teeping. It was just on him, on
He's,
him.
he's brilliant. And I was just,
I don't get it. It looks shit. I was saying to someone, I don't like every kickboxing coach, every striking coach would say, don't do that. he was squaring up his feet a lot of the time, and I don't get how it works, but it does.
Yeah, he just completely Costa was constantly on the back foot. And the thing is, when he was having success, was when he stood his ground, but he
Yeah,
just
his
never.
game plan was fucking awful.
I think, yeah, like there was like the people started booing the fight. I think that's just because the hype around it and that it was going
Mm.
to be a bit warring, but never turned out that way. Costa just was constantly on the back foot. But I don't,
Did you have much hype
uh,
about it?
yeah,
I
Strickland
was saying to you
Costas,
before, like Strickland
five
isn't like
round.
I don't know. Strickland says in the press conference, "Oh, this will be a war." I'll put my, we're gonna throw dicks around, whatever he says in the press conference. But he's
We're gonna throw dicks around.
he says some stuff, but like he's never like in crazy exciting fights, is he?
No, but
That's like so. I wasn't like thinking this is gonna be a war.
I think more the blame has to do with Costa. He was constantly on the back foot. There were times where Strickland did
Mm.
throw heavy and like look to fight more, but yeah, it was just the 5 rounds, same thing. And I think I gave every round. Like there were times where Costa did better in certain rounds, but I think Strickland won every round.
So you're saying that judge that gave Costa 49-46
How
is
the
wrong?
fuck did he give 49 40? It made no sense at all. I don't know
Full up
how.
rounds.
I think did Strickland get two 50-45s? So he got a 50-45 and a 49-46,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. But I don't know how two judges give that and the other judge gives 49-46 Costa.
Mm.
I don't know what thing.
I don't really know who Costa's coaches are. Like they get like he was doing well with the jab to the body, same than Pereira did to land the left hook. So you jab into the left body, brings his hands down, so you come up with the left hook. But I don't know. I thought if he stood his ground, when in boxing range, he's got very good hooks. I think Strickland can be help me out here with the word conceptible. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know if I'm clear.
Acceptable? I don't know.
Acceptable.
What's the word? Like something is always a danger to you. Help me out, Ryan. Help me out.
I don't know what you mean.
Rory will
Conceptual,
know.
acceptable.
Rory, tell me the word. But anyway, yeah, his hooks were always a bit of a danger towards Strickland, just with the stance and the way he defends. He's doing good with the low kicks until Strickland checked them badly. And you can see he wanted to land the spinning back kick or high kick, but the space wasn't there, was it?
Uh, I could see Strickland get the next title shot next
I think
though,
he should. They should.
because obviously Whittaker and Hamzat is in a couple of weeks.
Mm.
If Hamzat wins, they definitely want him to get the next title.
Impossible.
But I don't think can he fight like in America and things like that?
Sounds so.
Because if Izzy and Duplessis fight in August, they're not going. They're very unlikely going to go around in October to defend the title against Hamzat. So he might not. He might not fight till like next year.
Is he won't
March.
fight until March, April, May? I don't think. I think
That's
he's
not.
taking more breaks between fights now.
That's what I'm saying. But if Whittaker wins, would Strickland go ahead against Whittaker? Because Izzy Whittaker 3 after Izzy's beat twice, or Duplessis Whittaker, Duplessis finished him, where Strickland beat Izzy. Strickland's had a very close position.
Yeah, yeah.
He could bypass Whittaker, that's very likely. And he could bypass Hamzat because Hamzat doesn't seem to fight in America or things like that.
Mm.
Strickland could very well be the next title shot. And he did
I
say,
think
I'm waiting for it.
Strickland
However
waits.
long it takes, I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I think Strickland waits until March, April, May, whenever they want to fight again.
Yeah.
I think he's the rightful next contender, and especially if Izzy wins, he's got a win over the champ.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I think that's what you do.
Holland and Michael, not
Michael.
Michael,
Well,
Mikhail.
first point I'm going to make about this about another Michael. He really doesn't like the referee decision in that fight. Bisping. He said the ref shouldn't have stopped it.
Yeah, and he did have a point, you know.
Do you think?
Yeah, because when Mikhail like when the referee stopped it, he did pause to get up with that arm, but kind of incomplete. It did look a bit off, and it did
Yeah,
look like it might dissipate, but he did pause on that same arm.
I just think the referee's in there to save the fighters.
Yeah,
You know,
like
you don't wait all the time until they're fully dead, like Bobby Green, what's his, Jalen Turner. You know, every knockout's not like that one where you wait till the guy dies. I think same with submissions. If something looks like it's broken, stop it.
yeah, I do agree.
Because there'll be
But
some
like,
fighters out there that won't tap.
was it fully broken? I guess Sergey's got the best point of view, but I'm saying because he
But
paused
it's
it
Herb
on.
Dean, so
Like you've seen fights where like Dan Hardy GSP, like he had that in for a while, and that was really bent back.
hmm.
Tony Ferguson, Charles Oliveira, again had that for a while. He was bending that right back. But I guess he could see Mikel's arm pop.
Hmm.
I think that's why he stopped it. And if your arm's broke and the guy's on top, I think he'll stop it because what's he gonna do for the next 2.5 rounds with a
Yeah.
broken arm? And also he was still in the armbar. Like you can't just keep it in. Like the referee's in there for the safety of the fighters.
Hmm.
So you can't just watch his arm get broken. Like, well, you ain't tapping. Let's just break his arm some more. He does got to look out for the fighters.
Anderson
But I
Silva
think
never
Bisping had a
tapped.
point. Like he posted on his arm.
Hmm.
It also is up to the fighter to not tap, or to tap or not to tap. So I think there is a point for
Hmm.
not for it to be stopped. But I don't think it's bad stoppage.
No, I think it's the right thing to do. Because
But it's also because he dropped Holland as well. Like obviously he got caught in that armbar. He dropped Holland. Big overhand.
yeah,
So he was still, if he got back to the feet, there's a strong argument he's still in that fight. Dropped him.
yeah, but it didn't look like it was getting out as well.
Yeah,
So I think his arm would have been just much worse. So
yeah,
I think Michael would look back and then probably agree with the stoppage for the sake of his arm.
yeah. And obviously, I would say, apparently, I didn't watch it. I only watched those 3 fights. Apparently, the rest of the card was absolutely fucking boring.
Well, 3 subs. Almeida, Holland, Islam, 9 decisions, 0
Yeah,
knockouts.
yeah.
Um, and Dana
I,
called
wa-
one of
I
the
was
fights
gonna
the
watch the
worst
rest of
fight.
the card. I was gonna watch the rest of the card, but everyone said it was just fucking boring. So I didn't.
Yeah.
um, we'll
But
quickly,
big up everyone that won. Yeah.
yeah. We'll quickly go through the pick.
Well, did you see Almeida's submission? You
Oh,
didn't, did you?
I will watch it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Anyway,
What
well,
do you get with?
he tapped him.
Well, yeah, I know that cunt. What
I
with?
can't tell. I can't tell you. I
Well,
can't
credit to
tell you.
Almeida. Like this
I
is
just want
about.
to talk about. He called out Cyril Gann. Fucking worst possible matchup for him in Paris. That's not going to happen. Do you think they're going to give Cyril Almeida in Paris? Not a fucking chance.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, there's other fighters to headline Paris. Saint Denis, Imanov, that's fighting this weekend. But yeah, I don't know who he fights next. I think he's still got a lot of time to redeem himself after the Derek Lewis fight and the Curtis Blades fight. Yeah, I think he fights lower in the rankings.
But this is what I like from him. Obviously, I don't watch the fight, but in his past form, that he wasn't going for finish, and that cost him against Blade. This time, he obviously went for finish, got the first
Yeah,
round.
but
This is what he needs to do.
Romanov is a sorry Romanov, but you're awful.
He was an alright grappler.
Yeah, he was until he took 2 years off and got fat as fuck, and now he's a slob. It's just
Fair enough.
I was speaking to Ben. I was speaking to him about it. He was like, "Yeah, this guy was just so slow, fat, awful." But yeah, but well done, Almeida. Finally back in the win column.
Rest of the main card, Price beat Moreno, Randy Brown beat Elizabeth Santos. Didn't watch them, but I'm a big fan of Randy Brown, so I might rewatch that fight.
He's gonna love
Uh,
that. Didn't watch your fight, Randy Brown, but I'm a huge fan.
I generally am a big fan of this, but I just haven't got around to watching it yet.
Yeah.
But I did pick Randy Brown.
Yeah.
I picked Nico Price, which I wasn't bought behind that. You just picked Moreno, so I picked different.
Mm.
And Price took the win. Picked Holland, picked Strickland, and I did pick Poirier. So I went 4 for 5.
Yeah.
What about you?
I went 2.
You got 2.
Yeah, I picked Brown and Holland. Well, with the Costa fight, I thought he could have got a first round finish. I thought he could have got a head kick or a left hook. I thought if it even went in the second round, I thought Strickland was going to take a decision comfortably. But I don't know. I looked at Costa versus Whitaker and I thought, here we go. He's going to get a first round knockout. But yeah, it's one of them fights where you think, well, that was fucking obvious that happened.
Yeah. I feel like I need to count all these scores up again because this just doesn't seem believable. I'm 16 ahead.
Sounds about right.
I,
That's what you mean.
I don't know what we could do to like help you. I could take 2 months off and I'll probably still be ahead.
What does that even mean?
I could take 2 months off without picking
So you
and
telling me I
you
wouldn't
still
get
pick.
16 picks right, 17 picks right over 2 months? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
No, you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to start sneaking in double points in there.
What about the
Yes.
winner and the type of win?
Nah,
Knockout
because
finish position.
5v5 boxing on the weekend, we didn't watch that. Wilder got knocked out. Big fan, but retire. They did the 5v5 and they did double points for their captain. What about for pay-per-views? We pick a captain for double points.
Does it have to be the same fight?
Well, we can't pick the same fighter for captain
Come on.
because then the double points is irrelevant, then, isn't it?
No, the same fight, but we choose a different fight, dummy.
Oh yeah, but I mean we can't pick the same fighter for the
I never
captains.
said that. I said the same fight, not the same fighter.
Yeah, we can pick the same fight.
It would help if you listened a little
That'll
bit better.
Don't be rude. But yeah, same fight. That same fight would be even better.
That's what I'm saying, so we'll be a 1 each. Yeah, whatever we can help you out with, Carl.
I think that's a good idea.
Because it's getting embarrassed.
I was getting embarrassed 4 months ago. I'm sick of you saying that.
But we'll make our pick this weekend. Can
Well-
they him up?
Hang on. Do you like braised beef?
Oh, you said before the podcast, I've got a great big MMA stuff.
Do you like braised beef, Ryan?
Know where you're going with this,
Do you
Carl.
like braised beef or not?
It's alright.
Do you know who's got a braised beef restaurant, Ryan?
Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee. Should we go? Should we get flights out? Let's go to this restaurant. You're not a
Let's do-
fan?
This is the big MMA story you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Cannon
Good on
here,
him.
him off this weekend.
Good on him. Good on him. Picking a new
Yeah.
path in life.
Quickly run through this because I'm just tired and then I want to train. So we'll quickly run through this weekend's fight and
Oh.
bounce.
Yeah, one last thing after these fights, but yeah.
Alright. Cannonier, Imhoff. I've got Cannonier. I think even at the age he is,
Fowdy.
40?
40.
Years old. He is
Motherfucker's
still a beast
Fowdy.
and he's still getting better. Coming off the wins against Strickland, sorry.
He's only
Yeah.
lost to Whitaker, is he, at middleweight? He's got a good record at middleweight.
Yeah.
Um,
He's gone, but like for Tory fight, he looked very good.
hmm.
I'm picking Cannonier. I just don't think Imhoff's on the level Cannonier is.
He didn't look amazing against Elite, so that was a close fight.
Yeah, and then had the no contest against Curtis, lost against Strickland before that. Yeah, I just don't think he's on the level against Cannonier. I was surprised at Cannonier for this fight because there was an argument for, like, maybe Cannonier fights Strickland for the title, Cannonier beats Strickland, things like that.
Hmm.
So I was surprised for this fight, but yeah, I see Cannonier winning. He might even knock him out in the third or fourth round. Imhoff does seem to slow down. I'm
Yeah,
sure he slowed down as the fight.
I've gone with the third round KO for Cannonier. But
Yeah.
I do always go for the older guys. I can never seem to let go. I was picking my eyes a lot. A fight recently where I picked an older fighter. I do that a lot, but I'll stick with Jared. The
Coleman,
return of Dominic Reyes.
yeah, hasn't won a fight since 2019.
That's
Obviously,
four
had
in
the
a row.
close fight to John Jones, lost against Jan, and then Yuri Ban knocked him out. He was meant to fight Carl Solberg at the start of the year. I'm not
Thank
sure.
fuck that
I
didn't
think it,
happen for him.
I think it was Dominic Reyes. Yeah, I thought if that fight happened, Goldberg was going to knock him out, and I think Jacoby might knock him out.
Mm.
Reyes
Do you think
been waiting,
he's had a
been
resurgence
waiting for a
2 years
comeback,
away?
been waiting for a comeback from Reyes for ages, and he just can't seem to get going. I think this is one of the better fights for Reyes if he was to come back and return. Jacoby is a good kickboxer. Like he's had a lot of kickboxing fights. He fought in Glory.
Mm.
Can't remember how he did. I know Pereira knocked him out, but he had a lot of fights in Glory. But he has lost 3 of his last 4. But I'm just dead on Jacoby.
Yeah, I've gone with Jacoby too. Yeah, I think Reyes is not going to be any good. I think he's going to get knocked out and retire.
Yeah.
Well, retire from kicked out of the UFC. He can still fight if he wants.
Next fight, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Turquoise.
I think this is set up for UFC notching at the Sphere for World Roses, I think.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Ricky. I've seen it fight before. Nothing too.
Crazy, special,
Yeah, like not like
memorable.
yeah. So I think Raul Rosas. He had a good win last time out.
Hmm.
Yeah, Raul Rosas
How old is he
get the
now? Is he
win.
19?
Raul Rosas Jr. is 19. Yes,
Yeah.
born in 2004.
Fuck off.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got Raul Rosas Jr. So I think he might get the finish. Submission, round 1.
Yeah. World Roses 2.
Next fight, Bruno Ferreira versus
Dustin.
Dustin Stoltzfus.
Stoltz Fuzz. I'll go with Bruno.
Ah, I'll go with Dustin. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just go different. I don't know too much about them. Next fight, Julian Marquez versus Zach Reese. Julian Marquez, I just remember him out, not called out.
The biggest fuck up, like, the worst ever. What's it? L? What do the kids say? What do the kids say when you're awful with women?
Yeah,
He actually got a response off Miley Cyrus, and then he said, "I'll shave my chest in your name if you tattoo my name on yours."
yeah. Well, he shot a shot. Fair play to him.
That's his shot. Asking Miley Cyrus to tattoo his name.
Yeah.
The biggest
But
fuck up in history.
bit
Or is he going to fuck up this
of
weekend,
a
Ryan?
bit of exaggeration. Zach Reese. Yeah, I'll go with Zach Reese. Got knocked out. He could have run it last time. But okay. Dad,
Yeah, I've
all
gone
of
with
us fight.
Julian. Julian Marquez.
Yeah. Punahou Serrano versus Miguel Baeza. I absolutely know nothing about these two. These are 2 fighters. No
Well,
one really
Serrano's
knows.
lost against Dustin in the Bruno fight, so he's probably not very good.
Yeah, his last win was 2022, one for 2021.
There's
His
loads of these fight
opponent,
nights now,
Miguel
isn't there, where like
Baeza.
half the fighters are on a losing streak.
Miguel hasn't won since 2020. He lost his last 3.
Hmm.
So this is one of those fights where they're like, oh, I remember we still have these 2 on the roster. Let's just put them together. Whoever loses probably gets put. That's harsh to say, but it's one of them. I'll go with Punahou.
Yeah, I've gone with Miguel Baeza.
Right, not the best card. Week after that's not so great,
We get through it.
but week after that, with Chimaev, stack card, then
Hmm.
Chandler, then the week after that.
Quickly
Can't remember, but
before we
more
go.
stack card. Go on.
The return of Nick Diaz. What the fuck? What the fuck?
The fact that it's 170 is a better shout. Apparently last time he was doing well, but then something happened. Some people went in his life leading up to the fight, put him off the rails a little bit. But still, it's one of the biggest shames because prime Nick Diaz. If you watch some of his fights, go on UFC fight, strike off Diaz, even if it's fighting early UFC.
Hmm.
But getting banned by dad like 5 years for marijuana shit, and that fucked him. It's a real shame
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's better than Nate. Like prime Nick Diaz was very fucking good, but I don't Luke is on a bit of a downward spiral as well. So maybe, but
I thought Kevin Holland fight would have been a bit better, but I
yeah,
like it. I mean, that card's fucking crazy for a fight night.
yeah, it's Riyadh, isn't it? They're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
getting big stars. So like, let's get Diaz, Ferguson against Chiesa. It's a better fight for Ferguson, like in terms of
Both fighters put the gloves down.
yeah, in terms of like Chiesa is like a knockout puncher, is it? So
Hmm.
like it's not like doesn't
And
seem to be like an awful fight for Ferguson. But
who's Cheeto fighting?
Peter Yan,
Oof. Yeah, that's a fucking
that's a
crazy
big
card.
fight. Obviously Santeg and Umar. It's a stacked card that Riyadh.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah.
thanks very much for listening, watching. 45 minutes in. Thank you. If you want to get
A
a
bit of it. I
plugs.
was Hope it was a decent episode. Felt a bit tired, but we hope you enjoyed. Talk MMA, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that. See you next week.